afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. The hall is so cool. Can we stand up, please? Let's stand up. I have the anointing to make people stand up. Let's stand up quickly. Look at your neighbor. Say neighbor. Say neighbor. Look at me. Look at neighbor. Say neighbor. My very good neighbor. My wonderful neighbor. You look so beautiful. You look so handsome. But I look better than you. Alright, let's sit down. Okay, quickly, it's so challenging to talk about business sustainability for 10 minutes. But I'm going to do my best and share a lot, and share a lot of deep things about business very, very quickly. And the things I'm going to share will come from three perspectives, right? Number one, as an entrepreneur myself, who maybe have succeeded to beat the research which says that about 80% of businesses fail within the third or the fourth year, right? Yes, my business is 10 years old today, and we have 8 staff, hopefully to multiply that as soon as possible. And secondly, part of our business is what we can call a business financing firm, whereby we do what is called debt financing, where we look for businesses that are sustainable and we finance them. Are we there? So we have financed altogether almost 250 businesses in the last 3 years. That means we specialize in unit financing. We don't finance ideas. That's the risk for Sheldon Show to do. We don't finance ideas. We finance those who have started something. That means we are coming to make you more successful. Are we there? So we focus on financing asset acquisition and stock financing. For example, let's assume that Ice Cube Charisma notices that his community business is making him much money now, but he's always begging for laptops, right? He now comes to us and says, you know what? I want to have Charisma and Sons Limited, but we don't have a laptop, we don't have a camera. We can finance him to buy his laptop and his camera. You get the point? But he has to prove that he has been making money for the last at least 3 months. Give some, you can call it income and expenditure statement. Are we there? The third part is, I have been doing business training professionally for the last 10 years, and we have worked with hundreds of businesses in consulting and training. So the things I'm going to share about sustainability are from these 3 experiences. And I also love to study business as a scholar. I'm currently doing my PhD in entrepreneurship and investment. I love to know how business works. So, and we have seen people fail. I have failed in businesses. I have messed up big time. Trust me. And as Roland Pembe was saying, the truth is, I was telling him, if you see a humble entrepreneur, don't mind. It's not true humility. Challenges, life will humble you. Right? End of month like this, you don't know where you pay staff from. Maybe you have not made sales as you expected. Things like that will humble you. But that is business for you. And do you know that the easiest thing to do in business is to start? Do we know that? Yes, is to start. The biggest challenge is to remain in business. The biggest challenge is for you to continue to make money. The biggest challenge is for you to actually break even and be profitable. So what does it take for you to actually be sustainable? Number one, I think that the first thing that has worked and is working for many people is having what I like to call an agile business model. Agility. Or you can call it a dynamic business model. First of all, have a business model. How do you make money? Like really, how do you make money? You get a point? You need to answer that question. If I come to, let's say, this lady, she works with a tea business. How do you make money? Okay, we pass through the evergreen tea, and we go to events and we sell and we get paid. That is how we make money. But now, agility comes into making sure that you keep pace with the changing business environment. We understand? Why? Because customers' needs are going to change. New competitors are going to come into the business. Government is going to announce new regulations. Many things are going to happen. If you are not agile, your business will crash in less than no time. Are we there? Number two, that you need to maintain a sustainable business is money. You don't need, this is my philosophy, You don't need external money to start a business. You need external money to grow a business. That's why we don't finance ideas. And that's why I don't trust an entrepreneur who has an idea and is looking for money. I prefer you to start what they call lean startup. Start very small. Come with a portfolio. And that's what James will be looking at here. For example, a typical investor will ask you, what have you done so far? What is your sales record? What is your profitability? And how can my money make you better? Are we there? Please, I'll play stability, but I can talk too much. So, please, when you have started a business, one of the most important things you need to do as an executive, you know, there's the level you're a founder. When you're a starter, you're just founder. A founder can be a non-profit. But if you call yourself a CEO, you should know how to make money. Are we there? One sign that you are a CEO is that you know how to look for money to make your business better. There is no way you will scale the business and make it sustainable without external money or knowing how to bring external money into your business. For some people, they do bootstrapping. What works for us mostly was bootstrapping. Making money from my speaking business and putting into what I want to build. I did that for over 8 years. You get a point? For some people, you'll be so lucky enough to have somebody who can trust you and say, hey, you can make 100,000 francs. You know what? I'm going to give you 1 million francs. You get a point? Number 3 that you need to run a sustainable business is skills. You need all-round business skills. And in every business, here's my belief again, is don't run, you will not find it anywhere, but my belief is that every business has 5 core skills that if you have to succeed in that business, you must be a master at these core skills. For example, if you run, let's say, a photographic business, number 1, you need to have the core skill of knowing how to use the camera. You need to have the core skill of knowing how to use softwares to edit the pictures. You need to have the core skills of negotiating business deals and coming to shoot the videos. You need to have the core skills of knowing how to upload pictures and videos on the internet. You need to have 5 core skills that if you take away from your business struggles. Are we following? Yes, this is a long master class in 10 minutes. So you need to master core skills. Communication, hard skills, negotiations, market entry, any of these skills, you need to know how to do them. But there's a skill that I always like to treat it different from all the core skills. Marketing and sales. Tell your neighbor, say neighbor. Neighbor. Say neighbor. Neighbor. No matter how good you are, if nobody knows you, die a good person. Say your neighbor again, really hear fine. Say neighbor. No matter how good you are, if no one knows you, you'll be a talented poor person. Marketing and sales is a skill, but I love to treat it separate when it comes to business sustainability. Marketing is how do we know that Joybird exists? I would like to, somebody said, I was sharing with one of my mentees and they asked me a question, at your level you still reach out to people and tell them what you do? Yes. Like share my show, I'm not reached out to you guys. I'm connected to you. That's marketing. It doesn't mean that I'm speaking engagement. Today I'm speaking in 3 places today. I get paid for it. But you know, marketing, you want to stay in business, you need to make sure you find ways to make sure people know that you exist. If they cannot find me on Facebook, you find me on YouTube. If you cannot find me on YouTube, I'll come to your door and knock your door. As an entrepreneur, here should be one of your core beliefs. Whether they like you or not, there is one thing they cannot do. They should not ignore you. Sales is what you do to make somebody remove money and give you. Who has ever gone to a restaurant and you end up not paying for food and you left without eating? Anybody? Whoever experienced that. Maybe because the food was late, or because of poor service, or because the place was dirty, something drew you away. Anybody?
Or you were known.
Or you were, yes. Now, marketing brought you into the restaurant. Whatever they did is the sales. Are we there? So for you to be sustainable in business, please, it is your responsibility to master marketing and sales. If you have never done a marketing course or sat under a marketing training and sales training, please, I recommend you to do that. That's a part of business that you cannot remove. The next thing in business sustainability, you can start alone as a one-man army, but you cannot grow alone as a one-man army. You need to form a team. You need to learn how to build a team. As a startup entrepreneur, one of your first investments should not be on yourself. It should be on keeping salary for the next person that can come and join the second person. I can share one of mine. There was a time, our business is called Cosdell Group Limited, so we have subsidiaries on that. One of our businesses, when I launched the business, I anticipated my calculations that I'll have to pay the staff from my business from my pocket for the next 3 months before it's break even and start paying staff. So I had to leave an apartment and come to a one-room house so that I can keep part of that money to pay the staff before I can maybe go back to what I was doing. You get the point? Why am I saying this? Because on a normal circumstance, a startup never has money to pay staff. Is that true? So, as your business starts making money, please create a plan, create a structure that you can save money to be able to recruit another hand to help you. You can start alone, but you cannot grow alone. It's not possible. It's not possible. The last stage, then I conclude. You need to master government policies. When your business starts growing, it also means that some eyes start looking at you. It also means that taxation starts looking at you. It also means that the regulating ministry in your sector starts looking at you. Make sure that you pay attention. Which ministry regulates my business? What are the policies I need to respect given by this business? Because you can crash because the government comes and shuts you down. There's nothing you can do. No matter how much you hate our government, you are still in the environment. And you have to respect government policies. And last point, to remain sustainable, create systems. You are self-employed. If I am here like this and the business is locked down, you are still self-employed. An entrepreneur has a team and systems in a way that even in your absence, after 1 week, 2 weeks, the business continuously making money in your absence. And one of the best ways to do that is to create a system. Are we there? Example of a system. For example, in my office, there's a policy which states that any expense between 1 franc and 250,000 francs, the manager can approve and do that. So if something happens in the office in my absence, she has the right to take money, incur the expense, and I just see at the end of the month I'm being controlled. That's the system that works in my absence. You get the point? Succession planning, for example. What if you are sick now? Who takes over managing the business in your absence? My MBA thesis was in succession planning in family businesses. Have you seen people in your quarter whereby immediately they die, the business followed them and died 2 weeks after? Yes. Why do you think killed that business? The father or the mother managing that business did not create a good system for succession planning, and it affected the business. You and I, as young people, we should not mess up to do that. It takes a lot to build a sustainable business, but I tell you, it's possible to build a business in this country, make money, be wealthy, create jobs, and contribute to legacy. Forget about you cannot make it in Cameroon. It is short-sightedness, it is stupidity. I'm not sure I have the best government on earth. Leadership is terrible, governance is useless, but we can still make it. Are we there? All right, thank you so much. God bless you.